much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to hear from you all on the late show tonight. First things first, my name is Craig.
And I'm Brian.
And together, folks, we are the McDonald Brothers. Now, as John did say, we are indeed from Scotland, and I do know you've been there very recently. And would you agree the accent's quite hard to understand? Probably don't understand the word I've just said there, but what I'm going to say is we will try and keep this as slow as we possibly can tonight, because we do try to speak properly, but I do understand that this accent does get a little bit difficult at times. So wherever you're from today, I realise we've got a lot of Americans in tonight. Here, first things first, Canadians. Good to hear you too, folks. Is there anyone from outside any of those two countries? Where are you from? Where are we from up the back? New Zealand, fantastic. No one's going to beat that for distance from here, so we're going to leave it at that, folks. But wherever you're from tonight, thank you very much for coming in. Welcome to the show.
In our show this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you on a musical journey, showcasing the variety in Scottish music today. So from the traditional side of music to the more contemporary styles, we're hopefully going to get you singing and clapping along from the beginning until the end.
But folks, before we move back to Scotland, we'd like to go to the States. That's why I mentioned that first of all, and mention one of our biggest influences in music. I know this goes back quite a few years actually. It's another couple of brothers called the Everly Brothers. Any Everly Brothers fans in the audience tonight? Good, I'm very glad to hear that too. Well, we're going to try and do a little medley for you by the Everly Brothers. One of the acts that we've listened to their vocal harmonies quite a lot throughout the years. So if you know these, please feel free to sing along, clap your hands. This is the Everly Brothers. Here we go. Start us off there.
And we've been trying
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to talk now about our early experiences in music. Craig and I started music lessons at a very young age, at the ages of 5 and 6, where the first instrument we ever learned to play was the accordion, which you saw me play in our opening number. So after a few years, we then moved on to the violin, roughly around the age of 9.
And then folks, when we moved into our early teens, we both took piano lessons through school, and you can also see Brian started to play the guitar. So we did start to kind of try and sing at our very first time at that point, around the ages of 12 and 13, and our father used to take us out to do various gigs round about Scotland and try and get us into the music industry type thing. And our very biggest earner, it has to be said back then, was actually old folks' nursing homes, would you believe it or not. So fantastic money if you are looking for a tip there for your kids.
So during this time, our claim to fame was being asked to perform at a private party for movie star Hugh Grant. Oh, heard of Hugh Grant before? Excellent. Well, he was over in Scotland and was staying at a very exclusive venue, fully local to ourselves. So it was very interesting trying to teach Hugh Grant and some of his American buddies some of those Scottish traditional dances. Let's just say they weren't exactly light on their feet.
No, but the reason we're telling you this, folks, to link into the next song, we're going to use one of Hugh Grant's early movies called 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Now, I'm sure many of you will remember this, but the song itself from that was made famous by another Scottish band called Wet Wet Wet. Quite appropriate for today, I would hope you would agree. But the band themselves from Scotland made this song famous through the movie, and it went to the #1 spot in many, many countries around the world. But in particular, the UK, it did stay there for 15 weeks in a row. So it's by far one of the biggest songs that we've ever had in the UK. As you can see, Brian's back on the piano for the first time this evening, and we're going to give you our own little version of a beautiful song called Love Is All Around. So for the couples thing, this is Love Is All Around.